Welcome back. 20 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Last week's police shootings in Baton Rouge and St. Louis, followed by the carnage in downtown Dallas Thursday night, showed once again the cracks in American society based largely on race. Good morning to a man who has spent more time than he would probably care to think about dealing with these issues, State Senator Royce West of Dallas.
Right.
Thursday night, you were at the event.
Jim, good morning.
Thank you again. It was a peaceful event, and then you came here to Fox 4 Studios for the 9 o'clock news, when things fell apart.
Exactly. Just kind of went to hell in the handbasket. I mean, that's the reality. And I'm not going to be repetitive in terms of everything that happened. Everyone knows that. The question is where do we go from here, especially when the cameras are gone. Tim, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. I think that what we need to do is look at the President's commission on this particular issue and figure out exactly what particular best practices or recommendations that they have that we should be implementing around this country.
And yet there is that nagging issue, because that seems to be along black and white lines. You raised 6 boys, I raised 1. When I sent mine out the door when he was a teenager with the car keys in his hand, I worried about him getting a speeding ticket. How about you?
I mean, I worried about getting speeding tickets and also whether or not they were going to return home. Thank God all of them were able to return home, and they're doing pretty good right now. But again, that's a narrative that plays out in the African-American homes and Latino homes, exactly what you need to do when you are confronted by police officers. Tim, when you begin to look at statistics based on some of the national pundits, what I'm being told is that the overwhelming number of police shootings of African Americans are Anglo police officers, Anglo male police officers, that there's not a correlation between females, Latinos, and African American police having a significant number of tragic interactions with African American males. And so there's something that's going on between Anglo male police officers, if these statistics are correct, and African American males, and we need to make certain that we drill down on that and figure out how to resolve that particular problem. As it relates to these officers that have died in vain, it would be irresponsible for us to have a situation where they have died in vain. And the 2 young men that died in Baton Rouge and St. Paul, if we don't do something at this particular time, if Dallas is not ground zero for change in this country, I don't know what will be, where we will ever have an opportunity to make the significant changes necessary.
Senator, I apologize. We're having some wind problems with your microphone there, but I do need to ask you one more. The leader of the state Senate, and you are a member of that state Senate, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, called the protesters cowards for asking the police to defend them and then running when the gunfire started. Have you spoken to your colleague in the Texas State Senate about those words?
I have spoken with him, and I think that if you were to ask him again, he would tell you that it was a poor choice of words.
Probably would get a lot of agreement on that. Thank you, State Senator Royce West of Dallas. We appreciate you taking time to chat with us from that memorial in downtown
Tim,
Dallas.
I'd ask you to make certain that Tim, I'd ask y'all to look at what the recommendations were from that commission and see whether or not any of those should be applicable to what's going on in this particular country to solve this problem.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great information in that. We'll see if we can dig up a link to that and post that on our website as well. Thanks, Senator.